lot better than that last one, right? Just putting these things in order. The rules, pretty straightforward. The little handles telling me that, you know, you got at least something between O and S, whether or not O is before S. And we've got a global accounting question. We tackle that right away. Answer choice B violates the very first rule. Answer choice C violates the third rule. You've got to overfit O first or fifth. D violates the last rule. E violates the second rule, and that leaves us with only answer choice A, which I've put into my diagram. Whole lot of directive questions. Let's hop into it. Question 14. If T is fifth and F is sixth. T is fifth, F is sixth, O must then be first. And now I've got to have S away from O, but like lots of places to do that. Let's occupy that 8th spot. R, however, more limited. There's only 2 places for R if you're going to have at least 2 things between R and F. So I'm going to show those 2 things. R is either second or R is third. And now, we're more limited. We've got to have S at least 1 space away from O, so S is not here. And then in this instance, it looks like S could be either 4th or 7th. In this instance, P is before S, so you're not going to put S here. Hey, again, S is 4th or 7th. Whichever way the cookie crumbles, S has to be 4th or 7th, and look at that, it's an answer choice A. Alright, I'll take 15 next. If O is immediately after T, we can figure this out. We have the technology. If O is after T, then O is not first. O is 5th. And immediately after T. And we have a rule about T. T is not before F. So T is after R. L and H. And now F is the next thing. R has to be separated from F, so F's not up here, F is back here. And there are 2 places that F could go, either 6th or 7th. Now normally, I would show those 2 things, but that's what the question asked me. Where are the 2 places that F could go? 6th or 7th, so I don't need to show those 2 things. I've answered the question, and I'm ready to move to question 16. If S is 4th, what could be the ones that are 1st, 2nd, and 3rd? Alright, S is 4th. Now S and O cannot be next to each other, so O is not 5th, O is 1st. And then you've got P before S. So one of these 2 has to be P. And also, with L and H back here at the end, I am not getting R and F squished inside here. One of those 2 is over here. So this is either P or else it's RF, and the other one of R and F will be out there. And I'm not going to worry about what's out there because I've only been asked for these first 3. So that's enough to answer the question. OPR, ORP, you know, I mean OFP. Where am I looking? Oh, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. OPR or OPT. And if I mean, we've already shown that this isn't T, but if you had OPT, then you have PTS. T's not before F, not after R. That's no good. Question 17. If P is 3rd and S is 6th. P is 3rd, S is 6th. O and S can't be next to each other. O is not 5th. O is 1st. Again. P is before S, check. O is away from S, check. Now we've got R and F, but a couple of ways we can separate them. T, the T rule, right? So this is either, T has to be next to something. So T is in one of these spaces, either immediately before F, or Again, I'll show it out. Immediately after R. Now, if this is R, F has to be separated by at least 2, so F would have to be here. And this will be either H or L, whichever one's left over. If this is F, R can't be this close to it. R would have to be here, and this would be H or L. What were we asked? The composition fifth must be, fifth is either F or T. Awesome. 18, exactly 2 compositions after F but before O. And again, there's 2 competitions after F before O. O is not first. O is fifth. F is second. L or H here. And R, right? R has to be at least 2 spaces away from F. So that means there are 2 places that R can go. R is either 6th or else R is 7th. If R is 7th, then T is not after R. T would have to be before F. S cannot be next to O, so S would have to be here. But P has to be before S. That's no good. Get rid of that nonsense. R cannot be 6th. R must be, or it cannot be 7th. R must be 6th. That's question 18. And that leaves us with only question 13, P. P cannot be. Alright, we've got P in some places. Second. Yes, P can be second. Third. Yes, P can be third. Fourth. Fifth. I don't know. Sixth. I don't know. Oh, fifth wasn't even an answer, was it? But, I don't know. Sixth, I don't know. Seventh. No, P cannot be, come on. P can't be 7th. You'd have to have S in 8th, which you cannot do. And that finishes off this game. Alright, so in that video, I showed you at least one way to arrive at the right answers to all those questions in that game. What I didn't show you was how I chose my organizational template, how I chose the order in which I'd answer the questions, how my method of answering the questions exists as part of a larger whole. In short, I didn't give you any context. I didn't give you a system. That's because I think that's where the value's at. Now, if you think that having a systematic, methodological means of kicking the LSAT in the nuts is worth paying for, and I do, then check out that link right there for a list of our current prices and course offerings. And if you don't want to, awesome. Just keep using these free videos as best you can. And if you think they're great, tell all your friends about them. But if you think these are great, wait till you see what's in the paid course.